we had seen the new adjustment provision for discount on creditor, interest on capital, and interest on drawings. If provision for discount on creditor it is there, what are the effects? Aparna, provision for discount on creditors.
Sir, it will be shown on the credit side of the trading account, and in the balance sheet we have to deduct it from the sundry credit.
Yes, first profit and loss account credit side, and from creditor you have to minus on the liability side of the balance sheet. Next, I taught interest on capital. So effects, Tomlin, effects of interest on capital. First,
Correct.
where it will come?
Profit and loss account, debit side.
Debit side, and balance sheet.
Capital.
With the capital you have to
Add.
Very good. Next, interest on drawings. Hanna, interest on drawings. Profit and loss account credit side. Then from capital you have to minus. Okay, now one more adjustment it is there. Manager's commission, last adjustment. Okay, so I will teach 3 more adjustment. Manager's commission on net profit. Manager's commission. Okay, so in addition to the regular salary, a manager is entitled to get a commission on net profit. So in addition to the salary, the company will give extra some more benefit to the managers, because they are doing more work to the organizations. So in addition to the salary, they will give more some more amount on the basis of the net profit. So if you are getting more profit, so we will give some commission on the on the net profit to the managers. For what purpose? This is done to induce him to take more interest in the business. So it is calculated at the end of the accounting period. So it is treated as an outstanding expenses. It is an outstanding expenses. So if example, if it is an entry means outstanding commission, so it is treated as an outstanding commission. So it is a liability. So journal entry will be commission accounted to outstanding commission. Suppose prepaid outstanding salary. What is entry? Salary accounted to outstanding salary. Suppose prepaid insurance account to insurance. So here, what is the journal entry? Commission accounted to manager's commission. Manager's commission. Okay, commission accounted to manager's commission. Then, so it is treated as an outstanding expense. So at the end of the accounting period, so we will give, in addition to the salary, we will give some commission on the net profit, on the base of net profit to the managers. Okay, so it is treated as an outstanding expenses. So one thing we know that it is treated as an outstanding expenses. So where it will come? Balance sheet, liability side. Balance sheet, liability side, and profit and loss account, debit side. Because it is an expense, it is a loss, debit side of profit and loss account. Point is this one. Before net profit. Before net profit. Before net profit, we have to write manager's commission. Not like other items. Clear? Before net profit, we have to write manager's commission. Why? Because it is calculated on the base of net profit. So there are two methods There are two methods, methods of calculating manager's commission. First method is on profits before charging such commission. On profits before charging such commission. And the second method, on profits after charging such a commission. After charging such a commission. Okay, on profits before charging such a commission and on profits after charging such a commission. So there are two methods of calculating manager's commission: on net profit before charging such a commission and on profits after charging such commission. So for calculating the manager's commission, first we have to find the notional profit. Notional profit. What do you mean by notional profit? Means same like how we are finding the net profit, credit minus debit. Same way only. Same only. Suppose if it is the notional, the profit is 22,000. Suppose 10% it is manager's commission. So if example, if you are calculating the profit before charging such a commission, means how to calculate that 22,000 into 10%. Then if example, if you are calculating manager's commission on profits after charging, so profit is 100. After charging such commission means after charging commission is 10%. So is equal to 110. So 22. Suppose net profit is, so in one question only one will be there, before charging or after charging. So if it is before charging means 10 by 100. If it is 5%, 5 by 100. If it is 5% is 5 by 100. If it is after charging means 22,000 into 10 by 110. This is 110, 22,000. We have to find which one manager's commission. So 2,000. Okay. If it is 5%, it means 5 by 105. 100 plus 5. Okay. So 5 by 105. Suppose if it's 10%, means 10 by 110. That is the two method. That is only. No difference. If before charging means that net profit, notional profit, credit minus debit, we are calculating the net profit, that into 10 by 100. If after charging means 10 by 110. So there are two methods of calculating manager's commission. You look at that. So if you look at the adjustment, fifth question you look at. Fifth question, last adjustment on net profit after charging. After charging such a commission. So we have to calculate the notional profit, that into 10 by 110. 10 by 110. If you look at the sixth question, no manager's commission. Seventh question, 5% on net profit before charging. Before charging means 5 by 100. 5 by 100. Next, eighth question, last adjustment. After charging 5% on net profit after charging such a commission. So 5 by 105. 5 by 105. 5 by 105. Next, ninth one, no adjustment, manager's commission. So only that much only. Okay. Now it is clear. If before charging means, if it is 10% means 10 by 100. If it is after charging means 10 by after including commission. Which one? That is 22,000. We have to calculate commission. Okay. Then that is divided by 110 into 10. Clear now? So that you have to write on profit before charging such a commission. Method of calculating manager's commission. You write 22,000 into 10 by 100. On profits after charging such a commission, 22,000 into 10 by 110. At least that you have to write. Okay. So adjustments, everything it is over. Okay. So any adjustment you have doubt. So I will revise, then we will start the problem. Closing stock, trading account credit side and balance sheet asset side. Outstanding expense, outstanding salary, outstanding insurance, anything with that expenses you have to add, and balance sheet liability side. Prepaid expense, prepaid insurance, prepaid and anything you have to deduct from that respective expenses and balance sheet asset side. Then accrued or outstanding income, income earned but not received, income earned but not received. Okay, that is with the income you have to add, then balance sheet asset side. Income received in advance, commission received in advance, rent received in advance. From income you have to minus, and balance sheet liability side. Depreciation, profit and loss account debit side, and from asset side you have to minus. Next one, further bad debt. Further bad debt, profit and loss account with the bad debt you have to add, and from a debtor you have to minus. Provision for bad and doubtful debt, bad debt, add further bad debt, add a new provision. If it is old provision is there in the trial balance, that you have to minus. But one thing you have to remember, how to find provision for doubtful debt. How to find provision for doubtful debt on the basis of good debtor. Sundry debtor minus further bad debt into percentage. Next, provision for discount on debtor. So, provision for discount on debtor, profit and loss account debit side. How to calculate? From debtor you have to minus further bad debt and the new provision for doubtful debt into percentage. Then from debtor you have to minus. Then provision for discount on creditor, provision for discount on creditor. So it is calculated on the basis of creditor, profit and loss account credit side, and from creditor you have to minus. Then manager's commission, profit and loss account debit side. Then one thing you have to remember, before net profit. Before net profit, you have to calculate net profit, that into percentage. Okay. Then interest on capital, then balance sheet liability side, outstanding manager's commission, outstanding manager's commission. Interest on capital, profit and loss account debit side, then with the capital you have to add. Interest on drawings, profit and loss account credit side, and balance sheet from capital you have to minus. These are the things. Then 13, this is only your syllabus. Some other adjustment is there. Suppose you have to write drawings of goods. In the printed note, I won't give this one. Drawings of goods. Means goods withdrawn. Goods, otherwise you can, goods withdrawn by the owner for personal use. Goods withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. For his personal use. Already we did that problem. Okay. Goods withdrawn by the owner for personal use. No. Okay. This is not in the syllabus. Okay. But you have to, okay, for you want to know. Next year also you will study one more adjustment. You will study which one more adjustment, but it will use for the future. Okay, that's why I am explaining drawings of goods withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. Goods withdrawn, goods withdrawn, goods used means first one what? To from purchase you have to minus. So it will be deducted from purchase. Already we did one problem. Third one. Drawings. Okay, from purchase, because goods used means goods gone. So from purchase you have to minus. Then balance sheet from capital you have to minus now that drawings. Already we did one problem. Okay, so that is goods withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. From purchase you have to minus. From purchase you have to minus. Then from capital you have to minus drawings. It is not in the syllabus, but for your understanding, capital less drawings. Okay, balance sheet. Okay, next one, goods used for goods withdrawn by the owner, goods withdrawn by the owner for office purpose or charitable purpose, anything, not personal, charitable, no, for office expense, for office purpose. Here means not personal use for office purpose. Same, first same only. From purchase less. From purchase less, goods used for office purpose. Okay, because goods used, our goods will decrease. Office purpose. Okay, then not balance sheet. It is not a drawings. Profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Profit and loss account debit side to office expenses. To which one? Oh, it is used as a office purpose. So goods used for office purpose. That same you have to write. Okay, goods used for. Otherwise, office expense you can write. Office expenses. Okay, goods used for office purpose. Goods used for office purpose. Clear? Goods withdrawn by the owner for office purpose. From purchase you have to minus. From purchase only, if it is goods, then profit and loss account debit side you have to write. Goods used for office purpose. Then, so one more adjustment I will teach. One adjustment it is there. Three effect. So next year also one question I saw that three effect is there. 15th, 16th. Loss of goods by fire. Rupees 30,000. And insurance company given the stock goods by fire, given the claim rupees 25,000. Our goods lost 30,000 and insurance company loss of goods by fire, goods lost by fire 30,000 and insurance company had given the claim 25,000. Here if it is 30,000 means only two effect, but if it is 25,000 means three effect. I will tell. Suppose first, because it is loss of goods only, trading account to purchase. Suppose purchase is 50,000 less lost goods lost by fire. Goods lost by fire. 30,000. Okay. First we have to minus from purchase. Then profit and loss account, if any loss is there, profit and loss account debit side to loss by fire. Here you look at that 30,000 is our loss, but we got 25,000 only from insurance company. So how much loss? Clear? Then in balance sheet, so we got insurance claim, that is our asset. Insurance claim, same amount. Sorry. Insurance claim amount 25,000. Clear? But if instead of 25,000, 3,000 means it won't come. Loss won't be there. Only two effects. Suppose loss of goods by fire, theft, anything, and insurance company admitted a claim, given a claim, that is 25,000 means three effect. Loss of goods only. So from purchase you have to minus. Then if any loss, profit and loss account debit side, then insurance claim 25,000. Okay. Any doubts, Atul?
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll start the problem, fifth one. Okay. So you look at the fifth one. First trial balance we look. Drawings, balance sheet, debtors balance sheet, bad debt profit and loss account, trade expense profit and loss account, printing and stationery profit and loss account, rent rates and taxes profit and loss account, freight trading account, freight only given trading account, carriage only given means trading account, return inward trading account, opening stock trading account, purchases trading account, furniture and features balance sheet, plant and machinery balance sheet, bills receivable balance sheet asset, wages trading account, cash in hand balance sheet asset, discount allowed profit and loss account, investment asset, motor car asset, credit side capital liability, balance sheet liability, return outward trading account, bank overdraft balance sheet liability, old provision, profit and loss account, sundry creditor balance sheet liability, bills payable balance sheet liability, sales profit trading account, then adjustment, first one closing stock trading account, credit side and balance sheet asset, provision for doubtful debt at 2% debtor. Here no further bad debt, no provision, no further bad debt. So directly on the base of sundry debtor it is given the second item 80,000. So 80,000 into 2%. Then depreciation, we know that on the basis of asset we have to find 5%, 6%, 10%. Profit and loss account debit side, and balance sheet from asset you have to minus. Then here one new adjustment it is there. A machinery purchased on a machinery purchase of 30,000 was purchased on July 1st, 2013. So last adjustment, the managers is entitled to commission, that we know that profit and loss account debit side and balance sheet liability. So here you have to look, a machinery of rupees 30,000 was purchased on 1st July 2013. 1st July 2013. So for what purpose it is given? To find out the depreciation. So here already you look that in the trial balance, plant and machinery it is given 1 lakh. Okay, that we used a full year. That machinery we used a full year. It is given the plant and machinery 6%. 6% it is given. So this machinery we used a full year. Okay, 6,000 we used full. Then 30,000 you look that when we purchased 1st July 2013. So that date to closing date we used that machinery also. So we have to include that machinery's depreciation also. So how many months we used, Anila? July 1st we used, we purchased. So July to, you look at the balance closing date 31st March. So July to 31st March. How many months? Nine months. Okay, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 9 months. So 9 month interest we have to calculate. So this amount only depreciation on machinery. Okay, depreciation on plant and machinery. If this adjustment it is given, additional purchase only, date it is given. If date is the closing date means only this is enough. If a machinery purchased on 31st March 2014, so if it is given means closing date means no need to calculate depreciation because we didn't use that one. Okay, so if the date it is given, that date to closing date, July to March. So 9 months we used. So 1 lakh already we have 1 lakh machinery that we used full year. So full year amount. Then extra one more machinery we purchased. That percentage into how many months we used that one. Okay. Then last adjustment, the managers is entitled to get a commission of 10% on the net profit after charging such commission. After charging only, so 10 by 110. So we'll start. Trading and profit and loss account. NRD 31st March 2014 to opening stock to opening stock 25,000 to opening stock 25,000, then to purchases it is given 1,80,000. Here one adjustment, not adjustment, return outward it is there, less return outwards 2,000, 1,78,000. Next, trading account item wages. First item we will write wages 10,000. Wages 10,000. Any adjustment related to wages? No. Next, wages, no adjustment. Next, we look freight 4,000. Freight 4,000. Next, wages over no item credit adjust no. Next, capital by sales. By sales 2,76,000. So sales return is there, so less sales return. So sales return inward 7,000. So 2,69,000. Okay, next by closing stock. It is given in the adjustment by closing stock 45,000. 45,000. Okay, no other adjustment over. Any other item? Okay, no. Credit side total 3,40,000. Credit side is more. Total 3,14,000. 3,14,000. Balance you have to write to gross profit. To gross profit C bar D. To gross profit C bar D. Gross profit, Karthik?
97,000.
Yes, 97,000. Now, by gross profit B bar D 97,000. Now we will write the debit side item, bad debt, that will write last. Now we can write bad debt because only one adjustment there, all the provisions there. The last trade expenses, no adjustment to trade expenses 2,400. Next, printing and stationery, no adjustment to printing and stationery. To printing and stationery 2,000. To printing and stationery 2,000. Then to rent rates and taxes, to rent rates and taxes, to rent rates and taxes 5,000. 5,000. No adjustment related to rent rates and taxes. Next, discount allowed. Discount allowed, no adjustment. Discount allowed. Discount allowed 2,000. Discount allowed 2,000. Any other item? No. Then trade expense over. Printing and stationery over rent rates and taxes. Then okay, discount allowed. Discount allowed. Now, now we will write bad debt. Bad debt we will write to bad debt. Third item, bad debt 1,000. Add new provision for doubtful debt. No further bad debt. New provision for doubtful debtor. For doubtful debtor. So here debtor it is given. Second item debtor 80,000. 80,000 into 2%. So 1,600. So 2,600 less old provision it is given in the trial balance. Old provision for doubtful debt. Doubtful debt. Old provision for doubtful debt. So it is given in the trial balance. Old provision 4,000. Here you look at that old provision is 4,000. Clear? So if you write, the amount will be minus figure. So if old provision is more than, here means 4,000 only. So what you will do? We will write in the, so here less, if you are writing in the credit side, then also this is okay. By old provision for doubtful debt. This clear? 4,000. Okay, so if you write 4,000, then minus figure will come. So instead of that, what we'll do? Already I said, if old provision is more means you write in the credit side old provision. Old provision for doubtful debt. Old provision for doubtful debt. So we can write here 2,600. Old provision for doubtful debt. Now we have to look adjustments. First adjustment, it is over closing stock. Second provision for doubtful debt over. Third one, depreciation. So you can write separate this depreciation on furniture. Depreciation on furniture. Furniture 5%. Furniture, it is given in the trial balance of furniture 20,000. So 20,000, 5%. 5%. 1,000. Next, depreciation on plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. Already we calculated depreciation of plant and machinery 6% already we calculated under the working note. We calculated 7,350. 7,350. Then to depreciation on motor car. To depreciation on motor car. To depreciation on motor car. Motor car. To depreciation on motor car. Depreciation on motor car. So 51,000 it is given. So 51,000 it is given in the trial balance 10%. So 5,100. Next, next adjustment it is over. Next, last manager's commission. So everything it is over. So manager's commission. So we will write to manager's commission. Okay. One space you leave, then last net profit. Net profit transferred to capital account. Okay, so this we will do in the next period. So you have to calculate the difference amount. Okay, next period, credit minus debit, that amount. We are calculating net profit, that amount you have to calculate. Okay, thank you.